Anyone who follows the video game industry knows that the Call of Duty franchise is a force to be reckoned with, supplying more gameplay hours than any normal person should be able to withstand. But how did Call of Duty, a game that began back in 2003 with the single goal of delivering an intensely real depiction of World War II, blossom into what can only be described as a phenomenon of online gaming? We're here with the answers as we show you how Call of Duty's multiplayer has evolved over the years. Obviously, we can't go through everything, but you probably don't want to watch a 5-hour feature anyway. Like I said, the first Call of Duty was more focused on its World War II single-player campaign than delivering a robust multiplayer experience on PC. While you can still hop on your gaming rig and find a quality multiplayer match of up to 64 players, the only real innovation provided by Call of Duty 1 was the kill cam. This brutally satisfying perspective puts the camera in the head of your assailant as they cap you. It was awesome, and it's something that's been seen in just about every Call of Duty game since. Call of Duty 2 was the first to make its way to next-gen console hardware and debuted alongside the Xbox 360 in November 2005. Sadly, the multiplayer component wasn't up to snuff when the game debuted, offering only 4-on-4 gameplay, a very bare-bones set of modes, and get this, no sprint ability. But hey, at least Call of Duty was finally on Xbox Live, right? And there's no doubt that the impressive sales of Call of Duty 2 on Xbox 360 showed Infinity Ward that there was quite a large chunk of money to be made in that newfangled next-gen console market. Call of Duty 3 switched developers to Treyarch, but maintained the series' iconic World War II setting. Vehicles made their way to Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 COD for the first time. Previously, they were contained to the Big Red One expansion on older hardware. Being able to hop into a motorcycle and sidecar was certainly different in the multiplayer space, and it's a formula that Treyarch stuck with up until Black Ops. Treyarch's first Call of Duty effort brought more changes than just vehicles, though. We also got the first sign of character classes in multiplayer, though they were lacking customization options. On November 5th, 2007, the world was treated to the series' first departure from World War II with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, a title I'm sure some of you have heard of by now. COD 4 presented unquestionably the largest expansion of multiplayer seen from the series. Not only do we get a new game engine that blew the doors off of what was seen from Call of Duty 3, but Modern Warfare also added a wonderfully crafted leveling system, kill streak bonuses for doing well, a ton of modes that cater to both casual and hardcore players, and special abilities called perks. When people look at the current state of Call of Duty and the forthcoming Black Ops, much of its multiplayer design can be attributed to the big steps taken by Infinity Ward in Modern Warfare, especially when it comes to customization. Create a Class gave players full control over their guns, perks, grenade types, and even their emblem that's displayed in game lobbies. In other words, Modern Warfare 1 was a multiplayer gaming paradise. In 2008, Treyarch hopped back in the driver's seat and the series shot back into the comfy confines of World War II with Call of Duty World at War. It contained much of the same perks and killstreak bonuses with a few additions that suited the time period, like spy planes instead of UAVs. Vehicles returned and they brought with them the voice of the one and only Kiefer Sutherland.
You're okay. Thank God.
Still, as influential as Kiefer is, the single largest takeaway from World at War was the addition of Nazi zombies, a fierce cooperative mode where you fight against, you guessed it, Nazi zombies. Almost exactly 2 years after the release of Modern Warfare 1, the second title in the newly anointed series launched with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. While it was totally without Nazi zombies, it did come complete with Spec Ops, a fun set of missions that two players could tackle together. Modern Warfare 2 also added things like customizable kill streak bonuses, death streak bonuses that give a helping hand if you're flailing around the battlefield, and a third-person mode that pretty much no one played. Oh, and it also added the tactical nuke, which shall forever be known as one of the worst parts of the series. Or maybe that's just me. So with this lengthy trip down memory lane at a close, one can't help but wonder what new, unforeseen abilities Black Ops will bring with its wager matches and their new zombie mode. Only time will tell, but for now, be sure to set your alarm clock for 12:01 a.m. Pacific time on November 9th and head back to IGN.com for our official review. But for now, it's time to get back to playing more of Call of Duty.